There are 60 pupils in Year 4. 3/10ths live more than 1 mile from school. How many live nearer to the school? So we're told that 3/10ths of the 60 pupils live more than 1 mile from school. So to find a fraction of a number, we divide by the denominator, which gives us 6. Then we multiply that by the numerator, so 3/10ths of 60 is 18. Now, if we take the 18 children who live more than 1 mile from school away from the total number of pupils in Year 4, we can work out that 42 pupils live nearer to the school. But there is a quicker way of working this out. If 3/10ths live more than 1 mile from school, that must mean that 7/10ths live nearer to the school, so we can find 7/10ths of 60. We divide by the denominator, then multiply by the numerator, and that gives us our answer. 42 pupils live nearer to the school. So let's look at this diagram. Imagine the blue dots are pupils in Year 4. 3/10ths of them, so that's the 3/10ths here which are not shaded, live more than 1 mile from school, so that's 18 pupils. But if 3/10ths live more than 1 mile from school, that must mean that 7/10ths, so the 7/10ths we have shaded, must live nearer to the school, so that's 42 pupils. So this explains why we can answer this question in 2 different ways. We can either find the 3/10ths who live more than 1 mile from school and then subtract that from the total like we did to begin with, or we can find the 7/10ths who live nearer to the school like we have done here. As it's quicker to just find the fraction, so here to just find the 7/10ths, let's go through some more questions which follow the same steps. So you might want to pause before each one to see if you can work out the answer. A packet of muesli weighs 350 grams. 4/7ths of the mixture is oat flakes. What is the weight of the other ingredients? So if the oat flakes are 4/7ths, the other ingredients must be 3/7ths of the total. 350 divided by 7 is 50. Then 50 times 3 is 150. So the other ingredients must weigh 150 grams. There are 72 stalls at a market. 3/8ths sell food. How many do not sell food? So if 3/8ths sell food, 5/8ths must not sell food. So we can divide 72 by 8, then multiply by 5, so that means that 45 stalls do not sell food. There are 27 children in a class. 7/9ths belong to sports clubs. How many do not belong to a sports club? If 7/9ths belong to a sports club, 2/9ths do not belong to a sports club. So we divide by 9, times by 2, and that gives us 6 children who do not belong to a sports club. A shop sells 144 bottles of milk. 4/9ths are full fat milk. How many are skimmed or semi-skimmed? If 4/9ths are full fat milk, the other 5/9ths must be skimmed or semi-skimmed. So we can divide 144 by 9 to get 16, and then work out 16 times 5, which gives us 80. So 80 bottles are skimmed or semi-skimmed. Chloe has 161 books. 3/7 of the books are on her top shelf. How many does she keep on her other shelf? So if 3/7 are on her top shelf, 4/7 must be on her other shelf. So we can divide 161 by 4 to get 23. Then we can multiply 23 by 4 to get 92. So 92 books are kept on her other shelf. There are 240 tea bags in a packet. 9/20ths are used. How many are left? So if 9/20ths are used, 11/20ths are left. 240 divided by 20 is 12, and if you know that 24 divided by 2 is 12, you know that 240 divided by 20 is 12. Then 12 times 11 is 132. So 132 tea bags are left. A holiday costs £2,000. Duncan has saved 5/8 of the money. How much more does he need? If he has already saved 5/8, he needs to save another 3/8. So 2,000 divided by 8 is 250. Then 250 times 3 is 750. So Duncan needs to save another £750. Amber's washing machine costs £450. She pays 1/5 as a deposit. How much does she have left to pay? If she has paid 1/5 already, she has another 4/5 to pay. 450 divided by 5 is 90. 90 times 4 is 360. So she has £360 left to pay. A school orders 240 new pencils. 2/5 are given out. How many are left in stock? If 2/5 are given out, that means 3/5 are left in stock. 240 divided by 5 is 48, and then 48 times 3 is 144, so 144 pencils are left in stock.